What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. 2025 is the year of the dumbass. I'm here to tell you, we have seen a lot of quote-unquote lone wolf type crazy behavior from people that feel as though a great injustice has been done to them and the country's not being ran the way it's supposed to. Enter this guy right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this man's name is Donald Henson, former military veteran. This guy right here has beef with the FBI. So much so that he took his car and drove into the gate of the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania FBI building. I guess the entry gate. Jumps up the car, and just like every other super patriot, he throws the American flag on some shit and then walks off like he did something. Well, they were looking for him, and an update has come out, and he's been caught. Take a look at the story, and we'll come back and talk about it. I don't understand this at all.
You're right. Good morning to you both. Still very much an active scene, as you can probably even hear this morning, let alone see. We've actually been moved back a couple of feet because the FBI's bomb squad has just arrived. Right now, they want to make sure that there are no explosive devices inside of that vehicle that crashed into the gate earlier this morning. So they have asked us to move back to ensure that we stay safe this morning as well. As you can see, though, the car's still here, and the search for that suspect, Donald Henson from Penn Hills, still ongoing this morning. Now, the incident happened around 2:45. I'll step out of the way to kind of give you a better picture of what we're dealing with. Officials tell me Henson drove his vehicle into the gate, got out, and threw an American flag over the gate before fleeing the area. He was seen running from this area by a number of people in the Gecko parking lot. We've confirmed, a lot of them taking video, we've confirmed that that video is him, and that's what you saw moments ago. Now, something that you can't see on the car is some vulgar language written on the side of the car. Federal officials tell us that is another piece of this puzzle that they are trying to figure out what that means this morning. As for what we know about Henson, he's ex-military and he has had some mental health issues. According to the FBI, he actually visited this FBI office about 2 weeks ago to file some sort of complaint, but officials say it was unfounded and it didn't make much sense. But that goes to show that he has been here before, and that's why they believe this is a targeted attack, and that's why they are asking the public to be on the lookout.
We don't have any indication that he is armed. We do believe that there is a mental health problem and a history of mental health issues with the subject. So we would consider him dangerous. We just have no reason to believe right now from here that he had a weapon. We also believe that he is a former military member as well.
That's why federal officials are asking anyone if they have any information to give them a call. Also, if you see Donald Henson, you are asked to immediately call 911. So still very much an active scene here. This investigation still ongoing, likely will be for quite some time. Federal officials tell us at this point now they're trying to comb through Henson's social media pages to see if that could lead to any motive behind this. But at this point, they say there is still no motive, but they are investigating this as a targeted attack against federal officials this morning. We remain here. We are working to get you more information. Just as soon as we have any new details, we'll let you know both on air and online at WTAE.com. Covering Allegheny County live from the Southside Flats neighborhood this morning, I'm Lily Coleman, Pittsburgh's Action News.
A suspect is now in custody after an attack on an FBI office in what the Bureau is calling an act of terror. The FBI says Donald Henson used his car to intentionally ram the entrance gate of its Pittsburgh field office early this morning and then ran away, leaving the car behind. No one was injured. And after an hours-long search, Henson was arrested. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin is following this story for us. Aaron, what details have we learned about this?
Well, Kate, according to the FBI, the suspect, Donald Henson, rammed his car at 2:40 a.m. in the morning into the gates just behind me at this field office outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He got out of the car, draped the gate, according to the FBI, in an American flag on the side of the car were a reference to suicide. Now, authorities are still investigating motive. They are calling this a terror attack because they say they believe he was purposefully targeting this FBI field office. Take a listen to what they had to say.
We look at this as an act of terror against the FBI. This was a targeted attack on this building. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but we are going to exhaust every ability we have under the federal law to find, apprehend, and prosecute this subject to the fullest extent.
Now, according to that FBI special agent, Henson had a history, a documented history of mental health. He'd also filed a complaint with this FBI field office weeks prior. Authorities say that that complaint did not make much sense. They nevertheless investigated, but declined to push it further. Then this attack happened just weeks later. Authorities right now are working to piece together whether that had anything to do with his motive behind what happened here in the early hours of the morning.
Right. Aaron McLaughlin, thanks so much.
All right, guys, that's the story of this dude, Donald Henson. Runs his car into the gates, jumps out, throws the American flag on the thing and walks off like he did something. I don't understand it. Now they saying mental illness plays a part in this. I'm more than sure it does, like all the crimes nowadays. Now I'm going to say something to you. You see this guy, they said he supposedly was there a couple weeks ago with a issue, and it must not have been an issue, or it didn't get resolved. There are a lot of people out here, man, I mean, in all seriousness, that like, they don't have the ability to just self-reflect or just critically think. Now, they're saying the guy had a mental problem, probably dealt with delusions and stuff like that. But I don't understand the temper tantrums that you see people doing out here where they put both themselves and others' lives in jeopardy. This guy's stupid as hell. He went over there and rammed his car into the thing. I don't know if y'all noticed, if y'all ever been to an FBI building. They have these metal things that sit up, they shoot up the ground in case somebody breaches that gate. It's like thick gauge steel. Him running through there, he either had a death wish or he was dumb as hell, or it was probably both. Now, evidently it must not have been no guard inside that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because usually them guards would have drew on him and he wouldn't have been able to walk away. So that tells me it wasn't nobody out there. They'll blast your ass like you try to storm onto a military base. Them FBI buildings, they don't mess around with that, especially in the days, you know, times where people doing some of the craziest stuff. This guy jumps out the car and throws the American flag on the damn thing. What is that? What does that symbolize? Who are you, Pearl Jam? What does that mean? You mad at these people? You drive over there. I'm not taking it anymore. Boom! Hits that shit, jumps out, throws the flag, and then walks off. I don't understand it. Ain't trying to understand it, honestly. But I mean, we got a lot of division in this country right now. We do. You know, you got people on the left or people on the right, whatever the fuck they call that shit, and they going back and forth and arguing over meaningless shit, even though they think it's something. Ain't nothing gonna change. It's not. If you pay attention, every time we have a president, the nation acts a certain way depending on how the president is or how they perceive the leadership of the person that's the president at the time. We just in chaotic times, man. We are. And all of this going out and trying to make a political statement and arguing with each other and all of this type of stuff when we ain't in no position to change shit except the fate of arguing back and forth to try to win an argument. You know what I'm saying? There's moves being made behind the scenes while us lowlanders are down here arguing amongst themselves about what's right and what's wrong, about how the country can be ran and all this other stuff. I don't know what made this guy do this. But I mean, nowadays, nothing surprises me. It's crazy as hell out here, man. I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have never seen in my 52 years on this planet so many men that are easily knocked off their square to where they can't even critically think before doing something stupid. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.